Today in this video, I'm going over the basics of Roblox Studio to help people like you learn. This is a very good Roblox tutorial, so make sure to sit back and relax. Okay, so everything you're looking at, like if you're new, this might look threatening, but don't worry, I bet you guys will have this down within a few days. So first off, let's start off with Explorer and Properties. So if you guys, if you don't see it, it's easy to get it, which you guys will need this, it's very important. Go up here, press Explorer and Properties, it's under the Home tab. And then here is Workspace. So this is where everything you'll see in the entire game, it will all appear under Workspace. Moving on, this is the players. You don't really have to worry much about this. Here's lighting. This is like one of the most important parts of like every Roblox game. And this is the reason why so many Roblox games looks like really bad. Like you could have here, I'll have a picture on screen. You could have a great looking game, but like lighting will kill it. Next up we have material service. This is where we have all the materials and stuff. Replicated first, this loads everything before the player joins. So this is great for loading screens and stuff. Here's replicated storage. This is the main storage thing. So for example, you could have part and stuff. If you don't want it stored here inside of Workspace, you put it in here. It will disappear and no one can touch it or anything. Here is server script service. So this is a good time to introduce what scripts are. So in server script service, you can either have a normal script. A normal script is called a server script, or you could have a module script, which is basically a instruction manual in a way. So you could hold data in here, and other scripts will feed off that data. I recommend you guys, after watching this video, you should go watch a tutorial on scripting, because I'm not a pro at scripting. So moving on, we have server storage. Again, this is another thing kind of like replicated storage, except it's stored on the server. Here is starter GUI. So this is all the stuff you'll see on the screen. This is also another good time to show you how to add little things inside of here. So you might notice if you hover over these things, you'll see a plus button. So if you hover over starter GUI, you can press the plus button and then you can click screen GUI. So this is basically the main holder for the screen. If you click it, you can name it to whatever you want. Next up, we have starter pack. So say you have a tool, you can drag it into starter pack, and now the player will spawn with it. As you see, my character spawned with the gun. So if it wasn't in starter pack, then I would not spawn with the gun. Next up is starter player. So in here, I'm not really good at scripting, so I really don't know what much of this does. But if you go to starter player scripts, this is where local scripts will be stored. And then we can move on to teams. This is basically it's very self-explanatory. If you look in the player list, you'll see different teams you can have. As you see, there's now a red and blue team. So that's another cool thing you can do. So now we're going to move on to this top bar. So here's a part. This is one of the main building things for Roblox. So click it, and then you can go up to here. Go to here, you can select it. Basically just selects the part. Here's move. You can move it like this, side to side or up down. You can do whatever. Scale. You can scale it up down. A cool thing is if you press Alt, hold down Alt, scale up, it scales up the part like this. Or another cool thing is if you hold down Control, you can just scale it out like that. Next up is rotate, which I think you know what it does. You can rotate a part like so. Another cool keybind you can do is hold down Control and then press R. It will rotate it like this, or if you want to rotate it on the y-axis, hold down Control and then press T, then it will do it that way. And then next up we have the move and rotate. If you're beginning, what I recommend doing is doing at least one, which moves it one stud, Or you can do 0.5, which moves it 0.5 studs, which isn't like crazy, but it's good enough. Okay, next up we have terrain. Terrain is what a lot of Roblox games use for like open world maps and stuff. Next up is character. So this is really good for getting size in building. So what I recommend doing is either you can use my avatar or block avatar. So like, see, now I can like build up a doorway matching the character's correct size. Without it, he might get the stuff wrong, like the sizes and stuff. So it's a very useful tool. Materials, you can go up to here and you can choose any of the material previews here. So here I want to do metal, and now we have a metal part. And if you go up to color, you can choose a color here. So I want a red metal part. So then I chose the color, then I click the color, and then adds the color. It looks cool. Grouping. Say you have multiple parts. Hold down Control G, or you can go into workspace, right click, and do group as a model. And then it becomes one like model. This is like the most important thing, is anchor. So like if I had this not anchored, say it was up here, it would fall to the ground and it would like be affected by physics. But if it's anchored, it will float here like a Minecraft block. So it's a very, very useful thing, and I prefer you guys have everything anchored unless you're doing moving stuff. Next up we have toolbox. Now this is a very like useful tool, and at the same time it could be a very dangerous tool. Here's a classic house. This is a safe model. You guys can use this, but the models you guys would want to be looking out for, if I go here, it would say it would have 14 scripts. Now these scripts could have viruses and infect your game and could possibly like just get you banned off Roblox, so be very careful with what you insert if it has scripts. Next up we have plugins. So plugins are very, very, very useful, like must need. So let me go over like some of the like good plugins to show off. So the first one that you should need is gap fill. Say like I want to connect a part from there to there, go up here, press a plugin, and then it'll open up a UI, and then you can click like this edge and then go to here, and you know, it would fill in. Another good example is this one. This one's great for making roads and stuff. You can basically expand it out, and then like you can twist it and then go up. It's very, very like, I use it all the time. It's really good. And another good way to find plugins, and again, be very careful with who you get plugins from, because this could get you a real virus on your computer. But what you want to do is scroll down and then go to all plugins, and here you can find a lot of useful plugins. Okay, and one thing I kind of did skip over because I wanted to save it to the end is properties. So what you want to do is select a part, and then it will open up this menu which has a ton of stuff. It might look extremely threatening, but I promise it's very easy to understand. So cast shadow, it does what it basically says. If you do this, it toggles off. There's no more shadow. Brick color, like this is the one I showed you up here. Basically, like it's way easier to like navigate through and use. What I normally use is color. This one, you can like choose any color like out there until Earth 2.0 update comes out, but you know, that's going to be a while, just like GTA 6. And then here's material. You can click this, change the material to whatever you want. Transparency, this makes it so the part can be like, you know, a ghost. Here's can collide. Basically, like if this is enabled, it acts as like a wall or like something the player could touch. If it was toggled off like this, then the player can walk through it and it acts as like a ghost block in a way again. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial, and thank you a lot for choosing this one. This is like my first tutorial, so I might be a little like bad at this, but I might do more tutorials in the future if you guys enjoy these. Anyways, peace out and watch some other videos if you want some more inspiration. And yeah, goodbye!